I just never let them leave me. The things I never said stayed heavier than goodbye. I kept them behind my teeth every time you asked if I was fine. The things I never said were everything I needed you to know. I was scared that if I spoke them, you would finally let me go. So I chose silence and lost you anyway. The things I never said still follow me at night. Every please don't leave, every something isn't right. The things I never said now have nowhere left to go. I kept protecting us with silence until silence let us go. I never told you I felt lonely, even lying by your side. I never said your distance hurt me, I only learned to hide. I wanted you to notice what I could not make myself say. But love cannot read a heart that keeps turning truth away. I thought quiet would keep us safe. It only kept us far apart. The things I never said still follow me at night. Every please don't leave, every something isn't right. The things I never said now have nowhere left to go. I kept protecting us with silence until silence let us go. Maybe honesty would not have saved us, but at least you would have known who I really was. The things I never said do not need your answer now. I can speak them to the empty room and finally let them out. The things I never said no longer have to stay inside. I loved you, I was hurting, I was afraid, and now I say goodbye. The screen went dark, the words were gone, but for the first time they were no longer trapped in me. I knew your number by heart. For 1 second I almost used it. I almost called you just to hear your voice again. I almost asked if you still think about the way we ended. I almost called you when the night felt far too long. But I knew one little hello could pull me back where I was gone. I missed you, but missing you was not a reason to return. I almost called you, almost opened every wound, almost gave one lonely moment the power to bring back you. I almost called you, then I let the silence stay. Sometimes loving someone still wondered if you would answer. I wondered what you would say. Would your voice still feel familiar, or would it make you feel far away? I wrote your name across the screen, then watched it disappear. I knew the past could sound so close and still belong nowhere near. Some doors feel warm because we remember them. That does not mean we should go back in. I almost called you, almost opened every wound, almost gave one lonely moment the power to bring back you. I almost called you, then I let the silence stay. Sometimes loving someone still means choosing not to reach their way. Chose myself. I let the feeling rise and fall without asking you for help. I almost called you, but the moment passed me by, and somehow not hearing your voice felt more like goodbye. Your name stayed there, my hand moved away, and I let the night end without you. I said goodbye after you were already gone. You never heard my goodbye. I kept it locked behind my lips. I watched you leave without a word and let the moment end like this. You never heard my goodbye, not the one I meant to say. I wanted you to know I loved you even while I let you walk away. I thought silence would make it easier. It only made the ending stay. You never heard my goodbye, never heard the truth inside it. I was hurt, I was afraid, but I still loved you when I hid it. You never heard my goodbye, so I carried it alone. One unfinished word between us followed me all the way home. I replayed the final moment, the way you turned and left. I imagined calling after you, but fear kept stealing every breath. I wondered if you ever noticed how still I was that night. Maybe you thought I did not care. Maybe I cared too much to fight. Some feelings arrive too late to change the scene. You never heard my goodbye, never heard the truth inside it. I was hurt, I was afraid, but I still loved you when I hid it. You never heard my goodbye, so I carried it and I am done trying to save it. You never heard my goodbye, but I do not need you to. I can close this chapter with the words I never gave to you. Goodbye. I said it to the empty platform, and this time I meant it. I had so much to say, I just kept swallowing the truth. I kept it all inside, every fear and every doubt. I thought if I stayed quiet, we could somehow work it out. I kept it all inside. Every time you pulled away, I smiled and said I understood, when I really wanted you to stay. I called silence being strong, but silence was wearing me down. I kept it all inside until there was no room for me. Every word I never said became another weight to carry. I kept it all inside, trying not to start a fight. I saved the peace between us and lost my own at night. I never told you I was lonely, even when you held my hand. I never said I felt forgotten, I just hoped you would understand. I thought love would read my silence, would somehow know the truth. But hearts cannot fix what hurts if we never let it through. I was afraid that honesty would make you leave. I kept it all inside until there was no room for me. Every word I never said became another way to carry. I kept it all inside, trying not to start a fight. I saved the peace between us and lost my own at night. Maybe truth would not have saved us, but hiding it was slowly breaking me. I kept it all inside, but I do not have to anymore. I can say I was unhappy, I can say I needed more. I kept it all inside, and now I finally know, if speaking truth makes love disappear, then silence could never make it whole. I said the words to the empty room, and somehow I felt lighter. There was more, so much more I never gave you. There was more I wanted to say, more than goodbye could ever hold. I wanted to tell you I was scared of watching us turn cold. There was more I wanted to say, about the nights I felt alone, about how I kept reaching for you even when was gone. I waited for the perfect moment, then the moment disappeared. There was more I wanted to say, more than tears could ever show. I wanted you to know I loved you, even when I let you go. There was more I wanted to say, but we ran out of time. Now all the words I say for you have nowhere left to hide. I wanted to ask if you were hurting. I wanted to ask if I was too late. I wanted to tell you I still remembered every promise that we made. I wanted to say I never hated you, I only hated how we changed. How two people once so certain could become almost strangers again. Some conversations, and before they ever began, there was more I wanted to say, more than tears could ever show. I wanted you to know I loved you, even when I let you go. There was more I wanted to say, but we ran out of time. Now all the words I say for you have nowhere left to hide. Maybe not every feeling needs to reach you. Maybe saying it now is enough for me. There was more I wanted to say, so tonight I let it leave. I loved you, I missed you, I was angry, I was weak. There was more I wanted to say, but I do not need your reply. Some words are not meant to bring someone back, some are only meant to say goodbye. I never played the voicemail. I closed my eyes and let the silence answer. We look so happy there, I almost forgot we used to be. I miss who we were before love became so tired, before every little silence felt like walking through a fire. I miss who we were when your eyes still looked for mine, when staying close felt effortless and leaving crossed no mind. I do not miss how it ended, I miss what came before. I miss who we were, not who we became. I miss the way you said my name before it sounded strange. I miss who we were when forever felt so near. Maybe I'm not missing you, maybe I am missing the version of us that disappeared. I remember late night driving, your hand resting over mine. We had nowhere we were going, but somehow everything felt right. Then love became saying what we meant, and all the little things we loved turned into things we never mentioned. The memory is beautiful, that does not mean it still exists. I miss who we were, not who we became. I miss the way you said my name before it sounded strange. I miss who we were when forever felt so near. Maybe I am not missing you. Maybe I am missing the version of us that disappeared. Maybe some love is meant to be remembered instead of repaired. Maybe the past can stay beautiful without becoming the future. I miss who we were, and I think I always will. But I do not need to chase a memory that time has already stilled. I miss who we were, but I finally understand I cannot love an old photograph back into who we are. I kept the picture, closed the drawer, and let the memory stay there. I waited for something, anything, but nothing came. Your silence answered me more than any words could do. I kept waiting for a reason, but the reason was already you. Your silence answered me every night you stayed away. I kept asking for the truth, and you gave it in the things you did not say. I wanted one sentence to make it clear, but absence was already speaking. Your silence answered me even when I did not want to know. Every unanswered message was another way to let me go. Your silence answered me, and I finally heard it right. You did not have to say goodbye. You had already left me in the quiet. I used to make excuses, tell myself you were just tired. I turned distance into patience and called waiting something kind. But love should not feel hidden, it should not leave me guessing why. If I have to beg for presents, then something has already died. The truth was not missing, I was only afraid to name it. Your silence answered me even when I did not want to know. Every unanswered message was another way to let me go. Your silence answered me, and I finally heard it right. You did not have silence answered me, so I stopped asking for more. I stopped standing in the hallway, waiting for an opening door. Your silence answered me, and this time I let it be. You gave me no final words. Still, I finally understood everything. No message came, explanation, and somehow I did not need one. I gave you one more second, then another. You said nothing. I wish you had asked me to stay, even if I still had to go. I wanted one small sign that losing me would hurt you too. I wish you had asked me to stay just once before I closed the door. Not because I needed saving, but because I needed to know you still wanted more. I was tired of being the only one holding on. I wish you had asked me to stay and reached for me before I left. I wish your silence had broken before it broke what we had left. I wish you had asked me to stay, not forever, just that night. Maybe I only wanted proof that I was still worth the fight. I remember turning slowly, hoping you would say my name, but the room stayed cold behind me, and somehow that explained everything. I could have stayed another hour, I could have cried until you cared, but love should never need begging, just to prove that someone is there. I wanted you to choose me without being asked. I wish you had asked me to stay and reached for me before I left. I wish your silence had broken before it broke what we had left. I wish you had asked me to stay, not forever, just that night. Maybe I only wanted proof that I was still worth the Maybe the hardest truth was not that I left, it was realizing you were willing to let me. I wish you had asked me to stay, but I do not wish it anymore, because love should not become a question at the edge of every door. I wish you had asked me to stay, but now I finally see, if I had to wait for you to stop me, you had already stopped choosing me. The door closed, no one called my name, and this time I kept walking. I pulled myself, I was done wondering, but one question stayed. I still have one question. Did you ever love me the same? Or was I holding something you had already walked away from? I still have one question. When did your heart begin to change? Was there one quiet moment when forever lost its name? I know the answer might not heal me. Still, I wanted to know. I still have one question, but maybe I do not need the truth. Maybe knowing when you stopped would only give me more to lose. I still have one question, and it keeps returning late at night. Did you stop loving me slowly, or did I just stop seeing the signs? I replay all the little changes, the shorter calls, the colder days, the way you stopped making plans and started looking far away. I wonder if you noticed how hard I tried to keep us close, or if by then my love was something you had already learned to let go. Maybe some answers only deepen what already hurts. I still have one question, but maybe I do not need the truth. Maybe knowing when you stopped would only give me more to lose. I still have one question, and it keeps returning late at night. Did you stop loving me slowly, or did I just stop seeing the signs? Maybe closure is not knowing the exact moment love changed. Maybe it is accepting that it changed. I still have one question, but tonight I let it go. I may never know the moment you stopped loving me the most. I still have one question, but it no longer owns my mind. Some answers never come, and somehow I can still leave them behind. The cup went cold, the questions stayed unanswered, and I still got up and left. We talked for hours, still we never said what mattered. We left too much unsaid, too many truths between the lines. We spoke about the little things while something bigger slowly died. We left too much unsaid, every fear we chose to hide. You kept yours behind your silence, I kept mine behind my pride. We knew something was breaking, we just never called it by its name. We left too much unsaid, wish I had said I was lonely. I wish you had said you were gone. Maybe then we would have ended before pretending for so long. I wish we had been more honest, even if the truth felt hard. Maybe losing love with honesty would have hurt less than falling apart. We were both waiting for the other to speak first. We left too much unsaid, too much love without a voice, too many moments asking us to make a different choice. We left too much unsaid, and now there is no fixing how. All the words that could have mattered only know how to matter now. Maybe silence did not protect us. Maybe it only delayed the truth until there was nothing left to save. We left too much unsaid, but I cannot live there anymore. I cannot keep returning to every unfinished word. We left too much unsaid, and maybe that will always ache. But I can still move forward without knowing what we might have changed. Two cups, two empty chairs, and all the words we never shared. I kept saying I was tired. I never told you I was breaking. I never told you I was breaking. I just said I needed sleep. I hid the tears behind the bathroom door and kept the worst of me unseen. I never told you I was breaking because I thought you had enough. So I made my pain look smaller and kept calling silence love. I wanted you to notice, but I never gave you the truth. I never told you I was breaking. Well, I smiled and said I'm fine. I kept holding us together while I was falling every night. I never told you I was breaking, and maybe that was part of why you could not see me disappearing when I taught myself to hide. I stopped asking for affection. I stopped saying what I needed. I thought loving you meant carrying every hurt without revealing it. I thought if I stayed easy, you would have one less reason to leave. So I became less and less of myself just to make us easier to keep. I called it strength, but really I was scared. I never told you I was breaking. Well, I smiled and said I'm fine. I kept holding us together while I was falling every night. I never told you I was breaking. Maybe that was part of why you could not see me disappearing when I taught myself to hide. Maybe love should have felt safe enough for me to say I'm not okay. And maybe I deserve to be heard before I fell apart. I never told you I was breaking, but now I finally understand. I should never have to hide my pain to keep someone holding my hand. I never told you I was breaking, but I will not do that again. The next time my heart is hurting, I will let the truth come in. The water stopped, the room went quiet, and for once I did not pretend I was fine. I thought we were still trying, but maybe I was trying alone. You were already gone, long before you closed the door. I was holding on to something that was not there anymore. You were already gone, in the way you stopped reaching back. I kept calling it a rough time while your heart was leaving tracks. I thought distance was temporary. I did not know it was goodbye. You were already gone while I still believed in us. I kept building little futures on the ruins of your trust. You were already gone, but I could not see it then. I was loving who you used to be, not who you had become. Your eyes stopped staying on me, your voice stopped sounding warm. You were there inside the room, but I could feel you somewhere gone. I kept making new excuses, kept pretending we were fine. Maybe love can leave in silence before it ever leaves in time. I miss the ending because I was still right in the middle. You were already gone while I still believed in us. I kept building little futures on the ruins of your trust. You were already gone, but I could not see it then. I was loving who you used to be, not who you had become. Maybe the hardest goodbye is the one that happens slowly. No bags, no final words, just less love every day. You were already gone, and now I finally understand. I could not make you stay by holding tighter to your hand. You were already gone, so I stopped blaming what I missed. I did not lose you in one moment. I lost you little by little before I knew it. The sun came up, your side stayed empty, and finally I stopped waiting for you to return. I wrote everything, then stared at the send button. the message, then deleted it. Every word I wanted you to know. I said I missed you, said I hated this, said I still did not want to let you go. I wrote the message, then deleted it, because I knew what sending it would do. One lonely night could pull me backward into all the pain I lived with you. I wanted relief, not another beginning. I wrote the message, then deleted it, before my heart could change my mind. I let the words disappear, instead of sending them back in time. I wrote the message, then deleted it, and watched the empty screen go still. Sometimes not reaching out is the hardest kind of healing. I rewrote every little sentence, made the anger sound more kind. Then I realized I was still explaining things you already left behind. I almost asked if you were happy, I almost told you I was not. But healing should not need permission from the person that I lost. I did not need to be understood by you anymore. I wrote the message, then deleted it, before my heart could change my mind. I let the words disappear, instead of sending them back in time. I wrote the message, then deleted it, and watched the empty screen go still. Sometimes not reaching out is the hardest kind of healing. Maybe closure was never one perfect message. Maybe it was knowing I could say everything and still choose silence. I wrote the message, then deleted it, and this time I felt no regret. I did not need another answer to prove that I had loved you best. I wrote the message, then deleted it, and finally understood not every feeling needs to reach you to become the truth. The screen went black, I put the phone down, and the words stayed with me. You finally sent what I once needed, but I was no longer waiting. Some words came too late after I had learned to heal. You said you finally understood how much of me you failed to feel. Some words came too late after I stopped blaming myself. I used to dream of hearing them, but now they sounded like someone else. I wanted those words when I was breaking, not after I learned to stand. Some words came too late to change what we became, too late to make the silence softer, too late to undo the pain. Some words came too late, and I thought they said you should have listened. You said you should have stayed. You said you never meant to lose me, just did not know another way. I believed every sentence. I knew you meant them now, but meaning something after losing it does not bring it back somehow. I did not need to punish you. I just could not return. Some words came too late to change what we became. Too late to make the silence softer. Too late to undo the pain. Some words came too late, and I thought they would set me free. But I had already found my peace before you gave them back to me. Maybe forgiveness does not mean opening the same door. Maybe I can understand you and still keep walking. Some words came too late, but I am glad you finally spoke. I do not need to hate the past to know that we are over. Some words came too late, and this time that is okay. I heard the apology I once prayed for, then quietly walked away. Your voice disappeared behind me. I did not turn around, and that was my answer. I waited so long for you to explain. Now the morning came without it. I don't need your answer now. Not the reason, not the truth. I spent too many nights believing peace would have to come from you. I don't need your answer now. I have lived through not knowing why, and every day I kept on breathing made the question feel less alive. I thought closure was something you owed me. I don't need your answer now. I do not need another why. I stopped waiting for your version to make sense of my goodbye. I don't need your answer now. I can leave the blank space there. Some questions lose their power when you stop needing them repaired. Maybe you were scared of hurting me. Maybe you just changed your mind. Maybe there was no great reason, only love running out of time. I used to chase every possibility, trying to find the missing piece. Now I know not every mystery needs an answer to find peace. The truth I needed most was already inside me. I don't need your answer now. I do not need another why. I stopped waiting for your version to make sense of my goodbye. repair. Softer than before. I do not stand beside the window, waiting for one reason more. I don't need your answer now. I have nothing left to prove. You can keep the words you never gave me. I can still choose to move. I folded the letter, closed the window, and let the morning begin. I thought goodbye needed two people. It didn't. I finally said goodbye alone, with no one there to hear my voice. I stood beside the water and gave myself the final choice. I finally said goodbye alone to the future we once drew. Not because I stopped remembering, but because I had to stop living there with you. I waited so long for one last moment, so I made my own. I finally said goodbye alone, without your hand inside of mine. I let the memories stay behind me, stopped asking them for signs. I finally said goodbye alone, and somehow that was still enough. I did not need you standing there to know that we were done. I thank the nights that once were beautiful. I named the ones that hurt. I let myself remember everything without deciding what it was worth. I did not throw away the good parts. I did not pretend they were lies. I only stopped confusing memories with reasons to keep us alive. An ending can still be real without both hearts present. I finally said goodbye alone, without your hand inside of mine. I let the memories stay behind me and stopped asking them for signs. I finally said goodbye alone, and somehow that was still enough. I did not need you standing there to know that we were done. Maybe closure was never something you could give me. Maybe it was the moment I stopped waiting for you to come back and finish it. I finally said goodbye alone, and the words did not break me. They sounded softer than I imagined. imagine, like something setting me free. I finally said goodbye alone, then watched the river carry on. You were once a place I called forever. Now you are somewhere I have gone. I said goodbye, the river kept moving, and so did I. The room was quiet, and this time I was okay. The silence doesn't hurt like before. It does not feel like you are leaving. I do not hear your absence in every little thing. The silence doesn't hurt like before. I can sit inside it now. I used to fill it with your memory, but I do not need to somehow. I thought peace would feel empty. I was wrong. The silence doesn't hurt like before. It does not pull me back to you. I can hear my own heart clearly, without wondering what you would do. The silence doesn't hurt like before, and that is how I know I changed. What once felt like losing everything now feels quiet, soft, and safe. I stopped waiting for notifications, stopped checking every sound. I stopped turning every lonely moment into proof you were not around. I found music in the stillness, I found comfort in my space, and slowly every room I feared started feeling like my place. I did not forget you, I just stopped needing the noise. The silence doesn't hurt like before. It does not pull me back to you. I can hear my own heart clearly, without wondering what you would do. The silence doesn't hurt like before, and that is how I know I changed. What once felt like losing everything now feels quiet, soft, and safe. Maybe healing does not arrive loudly. Maybe one day the thing that used to hurt simply does not. The silence doesn't hurt like before, and I do not need it to disappear. I can sit alone with every memory, without wishing you were here. The silence doesn't hurt like before, and tonight I finally see I was never afraid of being alone. I was afraid of losing you and losing me. No message, no footsteps, no goodbye. Just quiet and peace. There are things we will never understand, maybe that is okay. I forgive what we never explained, every silence, every doubt, every moment we were hurting but could not find the words to let it out. I forgive what we never explained, the distance neither one could name. I spent too long needing reasons for why love did not stay the same. I do not need every missing answer to let go. I forgive what we never explained, all the pieces left unclear. I forgive the things you could not say and the things I could not hear. I forgive what we never explained, not because it did not hurt. I just do not want the past to keep deciding what I am worth. Maybe we were both too frightened, maybe pride got in the way. Maybe we kept choosing silence when honesty could have changed the day. But I cannot keep rewriting every moment that went wrong. Some stories do not need a reason for us to know they still are gone. Forgiveness does not change the past, it changes what I carry forward. I forgive what we never explained, all the pieces left unclear. I forgive the things you could not say and the things I could not hear. I forgive what we never explained, not because it did not hurt. I just do not want the past to keep deciding what I am worth. Maybe forgiveness is not saying everything was fine. Maybe it is saying it happened, it hurt, and I will not carry it forever. I forgive what we never explained, and I finally let it rest. I do not need to understand it all to know I gave my best. I forgive what we never explained, and now the weight feels small. Some endings never give us answers, but peace does not need them all. I closed the box, kept the memories, left the questions, and walked away lighter. For the first time, I did not rehearse what I would say to you. Nothing left to say, no final question in my chest, no last message waiting for the courage to be sent. Nothing left to say, no hidden words behind goodbye. I have carried every feeling and finally let them pass me by. I thought healing would give me the perfect ending. Instead, peace. Nothing left to say, and that no longer feels like a loss. I do not need another conversation to explain what it all cost. Nothing left to say, no reason left to make you stay. I loved you, I lost you, I found myself, and that is enough today. I can remember without reaching, I can miss you without regret. I can look back at our story without wishing to rewrite it yet. You were real, the love was real, and so was everything that changed. I do not have to hate the ending to know I would not live it again. Some chapters do not need one more page. Nothing left to say, and that no longer feels like a loss. I do not need another conversation to explain what it all cost. Nothing left to say, no reason left to make you stay. I loved you, I lost you, I found myself, and that is enough today. Maybe closure was never one final sentence. Maybe it was waking up and realizing I had stopped speaking to the past. Nothing left to say, so I let the morning in. I do not need to know how our story might have been. Nothing left to say, and finally I understand. You were someone I once loved deeply, but my life did not end where we did. The room filled with light, your name crossed my mind, then passed, and I kept living.